Let me describe a situation and see if it sounds familiar. Two working professionals, both educated, both employed full-time. No reckless spending, no luxury obsession. Together, they earn well into six figures. On paper, they're doing everything right. But in real life, savings feel thin. Unexpected expenses turn into credit card debt. Money is a constant background stress. And quietly, they're asking a question they don't like admitting out loud. How are we making this much money and still feel this fragile? If you've ever looked at your income and thought, we should be doing way better than this video is for you. Here's the truth most people never hear. This isn't a budgeting failure. It's not that you're irresponsible. And it's not that you don't earn enough. It's that modern households are built on maximum output with zero margin. And that's a dangerous way to live. We've all been taught the same equation. One income equals struggle. Two incomes equal security. It feels obvious. More money should mean more safety. But something strange happened over the last few decades. As two-income households became normal, the price of a normal life quietly restructured itself around that assumption. Homes stopped being priced for one income. Childcare assumed no one was home. Healthcare costs exploded. Education became something you buy through where you live. So instead of the second income creating freedom, it became the entry fee just to participate. Here's where the illusion really breaks. Most people make decisions based on their combined income, not their margin. Banks approve larger mortgages. Dealers approve bigger car payments. Life expands to match what both paychecks can support. And the moment you do that, something subtle but dangerous happens. You've eliminated your backup plan. Think about how fragile that setup really is. If one person gets laid off, if someone burns out, if a child needs extra care, if a parent gets sick, if life does what life always does, suddenly it's not less comfortable. It's financial crisis. Not because you failed, but because the system you built requires everything to go right. Forever. Here's the part that messes with people's heads. That second income often contributes far less than it appears. After taxes, commuting, work-related costs, childcare, and exhaustion spending, a large portion of that paycheck evaporates. What looks like progress on paper often turns into motion without momentum. You're working harder, but you're not moving forward, and this creates the real trap. When both incomes are fully committed to fixed expenses, there is no flexibility, no ability to absorb a shock, no room to change direction, no way to slow down without everything breaking. That's not wealth. That's dependence. So what actually works? Not quitting jobs. Not rejecting ambition. Not pretending costs don't exist. The answer is how you structure your life, not how much you earn. The strongest households don't ask, how much can we afford if everything goes perfectly? They ask, what can we survive if something goes wrong? That question changes everything. Here's the mindset shift that creates real security. Build your core life housing, basic bills, survival expenses around one income. Treat the second income as optional fuel, not structural support. That doesn't mean life is flashy. It means life is stable. When you do this, something powerful happens. Savings grow faster. Investments become consistent. Stress drops. Options appear. You're no longer trapped in a situation where both people must operate at full capacity forever just to stay afloat. You regain choice. And choice is what people think money gives them, but income alone never does. Yes, this approach requires saying no. No to the house you technically qualify for. No to lifestyle upgrades that look normal online. No to competing with people who are quietly just as stressed as you are. But what you get in return is far more valuable than appearances. You get resilience. Because real financial security isn't about income. It's about margin. It's about having space when life pushes back. A household with lower expenses and flexibility is safer than a household earning more but operating at the edge. One shock versus two shocks makes all the difference. The families who win long-term aren't the ones earning the most. They're the ones who refuse to build a life that collapses the moment one variable changes. They didn't chase maximum lifestyle. They protected optionality. So if you feel like you're working hard, earning well, and still somehow stuck, it's not because you're behind. It's because you were taught the wrong goal. The goal isn't two incomes forever. The goal is freedom if one disappears. If this video helped you see your finances differently, consider subscribing. This channel isn't about getting rich fast. It's about building a life that doesn't break under pressure.
Enjoyed the video? Drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more. Catch you in the next one.